Hello everybody, I have returned with more Destined Rivals. Last time I opened a full booster box of this set. This time, only 11 packs in this ETB, but I'm pretty excited because I have not been able to open an ETB in over half a year now, just with how bad the drought of Pokemon cards has been, like in stores. I was only able to get myself this ETB right here at NAIC because I won the raffle to win a voucher to which you would then present at NAIC to even be eligible to purchase one of these. So I was able to do that, got myself this at Nats. I talk about all about Nats in my previous video, so I recommend watching that. But yeah, I did buy this there. I was considering maybe holding on to it, but ultimately I'm deciding to open it on camera as well. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. Just gonna take a quick look back here. So this is actually my first time opening one of these Pokemon Center branded ETBs. I've not really been too interested in picking these up over the regular version. So the only difference I think is, I think you get one extra pack, and then the promo card you get has this Pokemon Center stamp on it. It's whatever, I don't really care. What I didn't know until reading the back of the box here, before filming this, is that you actually get two promos. Where is it? Right here. You get the Pokemon Center branded one, and then a regular one. So gonna keep yapping while I crack this open. And I was doing some research before opening this, just because I was curious on how much this Wobbuffet card is even worth. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I know these ETBs are pretty valuable. Like, if I really wanted to resell this, because I bought this at MSRP, obviously, for $60. I think if I wanted to resell this, I could have sold this for like $150, because I know these are kind of hard to get. And I was wondering, how much is the Wobbuffet promo worth? And I look it up on eBay, and that shit's going for like $50. It's like, oh, okay. I had no idea those promos were worth that much. And I'm gonna be honest, I might sell the Pokemon Center branded Wobbuffet promo that we get here. We have it right here. We'll see. I might keep both, but there's a chance I might just sell off the Pokemon Center one, and I just stick with the regular one. Because while this is a very nice card, Wobbuffet is not really a Pokemon I particularly care about. Like, it's cool, the card is really nice, but yeah, I don't need two versions of the same card, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but at least for right now, this is a very nice card to get with the ETB, so put that off to the side. Oh man, it's really been a while since I opened one of these. Got some sleeves. Oh, these look different than what I thought. Is this what it showed on the back of the box? I thought, I guess the back of the box doesn't really show you what the sleeves will look like. I thought those would be the sleeves. I thought the sleeves would look kind of like this. I didn't think it was just gonna be like this instead. So this looks pretty good. Like either design would have been pretty nice for the sleeves. I'm not gonna pick favorites here, but I've been running low on sleeves actually, so I really needed some. To the point where I was considering just like buying like an ETB, like the empty box, because I wanted for storage, and then a pack of sleeves because I'm running out. Technically, I do have a ton of sleeves, but those are not to be opened. I will maybe show off some of the cool sleeves that I have in future videos. I'm not gonna take them out right now. But yeah, those are for me to keep sealed, not for me to actually use. By the way, if you're wondering why I have these plushies right here, before I continue, you should probably acknowledge this. You might have noticed there's a specific pattern with the plushies. This is a Garchomp, if you couldn't tell. I know he's kind of cut off, but that's a Garchomp. These are the main alternate illustrator art, whatever you want to call them, like a special illustration rares that are in this set. Team Rocket's Moltres, Team Rocket's Mewtwo, Ethan's Ho-Oh, and Cynthia's Garchomp. I'm just gonna use these little plushies that I have as catalysts to maybe we can pull one of those beautiful cards from this box. We'll see. At the very least, I did already have that pretty valuable Wobbuffet card, so worst case scenario, I can just sell that card off, make some of my money back, and you know, I was still able to open these packs and get myself some more sleeves and another ETB for me to store my bulk in. So we got a pretty crappy pack starting off, Spit Ops. I hate Spit Ops. Now, if you didn't see my previous video where I opened the booster box of this set, I did get one pretty good card. You know, when I pulled it, I said, it's like, oh, I think this is one of the more valuable cards in the set. And yeah, looking it up afterwards when I was editing the video, I was indeed correct. That was one of the more valuable cards from the set. I'm not gonna say which one it is. I guess the fact that I'm trying to pull one of these kind of narrows it down. Or I don't know, maybe I might want another one of these cards that I already pulled. Who knows? Ooh, I'm not gonna spoil it. You should watch the other video. But yeah, we did get already a pretty good card from this set. And really, you know, I'm not gonna get too greedy here. I'm just gonna hope to get something that I don't already have. There are some pretty nice other like illustration rares in this set. I don't need to, you know, I'm not gonna call this box a bust if I don't get the like a freaking triple digit card. Yeah. So that's how it is. Got a Lorantis. That's a very nice card. Didn't really pay attention to that last time. Not good enough for the binder, but it's pretty nice. Ooh, okay, this is actually really nice. We got the reverse foil of Smoliv by Yukamori. I got the regular version of this one, obviously, because I'm pretty sure this is a common. Yeah, it's just a common. But I did not get a reverse foil in my last box, so this will definitely be replacing that card in my binder. So this is so far the best pull out of the box. And I guess actually same with this one. This is kind of a funny coincidence because this is a very cute card, MC's Hype. I was planning on Ruffian being a generic NPC, but this is a cute girl character, so I'm gonna like it more. So this will also be going into my special binder, and then get just the Zapdos at the end there, which is very nice, but I already have a couple of these from my last box. Yeah, what to talk about? I'm kind of blasting through this. You know, this is, you know, my last two videos have been booster boxes, so I can kind of just go, you know, on and on about talking whatever that I'm talking about, and just kind of open packs mindlessly. But right now, I gotta pace myself a little bit. So we got another Smoliv right there. I want to talk about. Actually, I do know what to talk about because I have been. Oh, I don't know. Arvin had a Toad Squirrel. Actually, no, I do know, because all of Arvin's Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet are like food themed. Like there's Mabosstiff, and then all of his other Pokemon are food themed, if I remember correctly. Like there's Toad Squirrel, you know, mushrooms. I think there's a Scovillain, which is peppers, and then honestly, I can't remember any of his other Pokemon, but I do remember that piece of trivia. Yo! Speaking of Arvin, that's actually so funny. That's actually so funny. Speaking of the main man himself, we got this pretty nice Arvin's Greedent. I kind of don't like Greedent. He's kind of, I like to call him the Peter Griffin squirrel. He kind of reminds me of Peter Griffin. Yeah, Greedent's kind of a goofy Pokemon, but this is a very beautiful card. I love the colors here. This is such a beautiful card. By Natsumi Yoshida. Yeah, if I'm reading that correctly. Not an artist that I think I'm familiar with, but this is a very beautiful card. And you know, if this is the type of work that they're putting out, I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye out. So wow, this is very nice. I don't know how valuable this is, but this is a very beautiful card. And look at that. We got Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, the regular version. I guess just to compare and contrast right here. We have yeah, the regular version, and then the alternate art, which I hope I showed it off enough earlier in the video, but in case you didn't quite get a good look at it, here it is again in comparison to the regular one. And honestly, they're both pretty nice. Who is this Wobbuffet by? I'm not familiar with them, but this is still a pretty nice card on its own. So pretty good pack. That was a very nice pack. Put this Arvin off to the side. I'm just gonna sleeve these after the video. I won't waste time doing it here. Wow, that was very nice. I'm very happy with that. Like, even with that alone, I'm gonna be pretty content. But maybe one more illustrator rare, you know. Give us something cool. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, because I was talking about Arvin. Yeah, I remember what I was gonna talk about. Because I did say in my initial video that I put on this channel that this is not just going to be a card opening channel. It's really just going to be my little bonus channel for me to show off my hobbies. So I do want to be putting out figure videos, and I'm kind of in the process right now of setting up pre-production on the first of those figure videos. We got another Team Rocket's Crobat. This is the second of this card that I have, actually, so it's a bit disappointing. You know, if we're gonna get just a regular EX, I would prefer it not to be a duplicate, but oh well. Team Rocket's Crobat. So yeah, I'm currently trying to set up the first of those videos, because I've been thinking, like, how fancy do I want these card opening videos to be? Like, how, like, do I need to do, like, extra shots, like, fancy shots to insert into these videos? Like, before filming this, I was considering, like, doing some beauty shots of, like, the ETB before I opened it, just to insert at the start of the video. Something fancy like that, just to add a little bit more production to this. And I might be, you know, I might do that in the future with maybe some more special things that I will be opening on the channel. Maybe not something more basic like an ETB, like, you know what an ETB is. Like, I don't need to do beauty shots on it. I don't know. I mean, it is a little bit more work, and maybe feels a little bit unnecessary. So, you know, that's the thing with card openings. But I do want the figure videos that I want to be putting out on the channel here to be, like, really nice, because really it's gonna be an exercise in me to just practice some videography, some editing, just some stuff that I don't get to do on the regular channel, just because a lot of those videos are, you know, video game reviews. You know, I can't quite do videography with that unless it's like with an in-game, you know, camera, photo mode or whatever. So I do want those figure reviews to be very nice. So I'm kind of working towards that, just so like the first one of those that I do put out is, you know, pretty high quality, which might be a bit of a stark contrast into these pack opening videos. Like, it'll be really funny if these are just like, oh, it's just, you know, just a pack opening video. Like, yeah, it's shot nice, has good audio, has some production with some of the editing that I do for these videos, but then the figure videos are like, whoa, buddy, you don't have to go like that hard with, you know, with what you're doing there. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, maybe in the future I won't just, you know, slap on the lights and put on my phone on this tripod and just start recording a pack opening. Maybe I'll do some additional shoots just to add some extra flair to my videos here, just so it's not just another pack opening channel. Ooh, got a fucking horse. Actually, speaking of horses, shout out to Uma Musume, which just got its worldwide release. I think yesterday. Yesterday was the 26th, I think. Yeah, if you don't know what Uma Musume is, that's a gacha game where the characters are, oh, this is a nice wash rotom. Put that off to the side. It's a gacha game where the characters are anime horse girls, idol horse girls. This is a lot. They're based on real life racehorses, but in the game there are also like idols. So, you know, they're singing and dancing and shit. You know, just the most weeaboo shit ever. But you know, from what I know of the game, from, you know, seeing people talk about it and play it, apparently it's like really good. Not really my cup of tea. I'm kind of a slave to FGO exclusively. I'm not gonna get into another gacha game, but shout out to those people who finally, you know, get to play that game in English instead of in Japanese. Ooh, look at that. We got Team Rocket's Moltres, not the one that we wanted. The one that we really want is the one drawn by Akira Egawa. This one's fine. It is a new card. I didn't get this in the box, so I will take it. But yeah, Moltres back here, you know, not quite doing its magic and getting me the one that I really wanted. But yeah, nice Team Rocket's Moltres. So yeah, that's my little mention of Uma Musume in this video. Just kind of random. I don't know. I just saw the Rapidash. It's like, what? Like, Rapidash, that's a horse. Why have I had horses on my mind as of late? Oh, it's because of that. It's because of that reason. Yeah. Anyway, we have 2 packs left. Let's see. Can we finish strong with Team Rocket's Mareep? I really love the lighting on this card. Oh, actually, on a lot of these Team Rocket cards, there's kind of a motif, just with the lighting. I haven't really been pointing that out. If I can, like, look at that, actually perfect. Like just the red lights, you know, on the card art here. Same right here. I don't know how to properly describe it in a more fancy way, but you know, even though these are all by different artists, yeah, like this is by T0, I don't know. And this is by Sabotage, I don't know, Sabotage. I guess they were given directions like, hey, you know, we're gonna commission you to do these Team Rocket cards. Can you also just, you know, make it follow this motif that we're doing with all the cards? So that's a nice, cool little through line for all the Team Rocket cards that I wanted to point out. Marnie's more grim. I forget that there are Marnie cards in this set. Which actually I do want to point out, like Marnie, for being a really popular character, I'm surprised that she didn't get any special illustration rares in this set. I want to say that. Actually, I mean, I have the proof right here. I have the fucking booklet with all the cards in the set. I guess this is a bit of a spoiler if you have not seen the other cards, but I actually do want to correct myself here in case I am wrong. Yeah, there's no Marnie here, bro. Yeah, like I think that's such a wasted opportunity because Marnie's pretty popular and they just gave her nothing. Yeah, all she got in this set was the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, which is just a regular EX. Apparently a playable card, but for collectors, it's pretty bland. Just like the Zeraora, probably my least favorite mythical. This, you know, it's called Zeraora, and ironically, this Pokemon has 0 aura. Lame ass Pokemon. You know, if you like this Pokemon, I'm not sorry. Just get better taste. Get better taste. Zeraora sucks. Okay, like if you're a furry, you know, if you're into that, if you like, you know, if you're into those type of Pokemons, I get it. I'm not gonna judge there, but otherwise, lame ass mythical. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna apologize for that. Slugma balls. That's what I tell to all the Zeraora lovers out there. Slugma balls. Marnie's Scrafty. It looks like we're not gonna end on anything too interesting here. We do got a Snover by I was gonna say by Soso. Soso is an artist with very similar art style to this. This is by Tomokazu Kamiya, if I'm reading that correctly. Komiya, not Kamiya. I really like this artist, and I really like this cards. And I did not get a reverse foil in the box, so I will also be putting this off to the side, for the binder. And look at that. You know, this is actually so funny because I put the plushies for all of the other trainers. You know, Team Rocket, Ethan, Cynthia. I don't have any plushies for any of the Pokemon that Arvin owns, and ironically, he was the one who fucking pulled through today, came through in this box. Arben's Mavostif EX, full art. I need to point this out because ever since somebody pointed this out on my Twitter feed like a couple months ago when they were doing these trainer cards, you know, it's just been stuck in my mind. The way these are drawn, it makes it look like the trainer has passed away and they're like looking down on their Pokemon, you know, from heaven. It looks like Arvin fucking died, which, you know, if you played the games, it's kind of ironic because really it should be the inverse. But yeah, just a weird decision. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know how else you would represent. You could have just drawn the trainer with the Pokemon. Like, I don't know. It's a weird decision. It's an interesting decision. I don't quite agree with it, but it doesn't look bad. It's just kind of funny when you kind of think about it. But yeah, that's a lot of yapping for Arben's Mavostif, which not particularly a interesting card, if I'm being honest, but it is still a cool pull from this box. Basic Water Energy, get out. That's you know, honestly pretty solid box. We got ourselves a good amount of hits. Some more nice little common uncommons, reverse foil that I would like to update my collection with. So I would say overall, this was a pretty good box. I'm glad I opened it. It would have been really nice if I pulled any of these fuckers right here, especially this one. This one would have been very nice for my Cynthia collection because I think at this point, I own, I guess excluding this set, I think I own every like ultra rare Cynthia card, like definitely all of her full arts. Actually, no, I'm missing her tag team with that one Elite Four member. I think that's the only Cynthia like ultra rare that I don't have. So I need to get that, and then I would need to get all the Cynthia cards from this set, especially this dude right here. But I don't want to pay $200 for this card, so who knows? Who knows if I'll ever get that card? We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, I think that is the video. I don't want to drag it on too long. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Maybe in my first figure review or showcase or whatever the fuck I decide to call it. Yep. Bye-bye.